Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. We have a lot to talk about, so let me put this down and let's get started with these new makeup releases. There are so many releases we have to talk about. I believe when you're seeing this, we're already in the month of June. The summer releases are in full swing, so we have quite a bit to talk about. Make sure you grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get into it. Let me go to my album. Y'all already know how I do. I have to make an album just to make sure I don't miss anything. It never fails though. Every time I finish this video, I look back through my photos and I'm like, oh, I forgot to talk about that. Let's start off with a few of the items that I actually already have. We have a new reformulation of the Dior Backstage Powder Blushes. If you have not seen my video, go and check it out with me trying these out, giving my first impressions and all of that good stuff. As you can see, it was a purchase for me. I picked up two. I picked up Berry and Cherry. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to go back to that video, I actually really like this reformulation a lot more than the last one, just because these I feel like have a lot more color payoff. They have a nice blur to the cheeks as well. I'm wearing the Berry shade on my cheeks along with a cream blush underneath, and I just love how my cheeks look. I feel like they look blurred and smooth and airbrushed, and this was actually a really great release from Dior. Now they also did come out with stick blushes and lip butter balms. I passed on those two products because one, I do not need a $40 lip balm. I don't. I cannot justify spending $40 on a lip balm. And then with the blush sticks, I swatched them in the store. I wasn't really that blown away by the consistency of them. I went in to get these and I saw that these were $40 and the blush sticks were $44, and I was like, $4 more for a blush? These are already so pricey. So I just ended up picking up these. I don't know if I talked about this in my last purchase or pass, but Hourglass gave us the opportunity to customize our own palettes. Unfortunately, this was only for those of us in the US. Hopefully they bring them to other countries because I feel like this was an absolute hit. The custom palettes completely sold out. The curated palettes completely sold out. And of course, I had to get my own palette. I had to create my own palette. I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to actually have shades in an Hourglass palette that I want. So that's what I did. And I just got mine like 2 days ago, and I have yet to play with this because I've been filming, videos that require me to use other cheek products. I cannot wait until I can actually use my custom palette. And the one thing about this though is like, you can't even be mad at the shades in here because you picked them with the custom ones. This is my custom palette. I am so excited to dive into this. This is so pretty. This is what I want out of an Hourglass palette. Next new release we have are the new Refi Cream Blushes. They just launched 2 new shades, but they did bring back the shade Guava. This was in one of their summer collections. I love this blush shade, and if you haven't seen my last video, I swatched all 3 of these on the face, so definitely go and check that out. I had already had the Guava shade, but I had to get my hands on Rust and Plum. These 2 shades are stunning shades. I feel like they're perfect for the summer and perfect for the fall, so I'm ready. I am ready, and I feel like the Refi Cream Blushes are one of the most underrated blushes on the market, truly. And if you have not tried these, I highly, highly, highly recommend them. They are amazing. And they do pack a punch. To say that they are a smaller size blush, they have a lot of pigment to them. Let's talk about this new release from Summer Fridays. They're coming out with a new lip butter balm in the shade Guava. Now, I actually have a question for y'all. How do y'all feel about the spaced out launches of the lip butter balms? Like having one lip butter balm launch basically every like 5-6 months. How do we feel about that? Or do you wish that sometimes they would come out with a collection of lip butter balms, or are you okay with like waiting? I am really excited about this shade. It's gonna be a really pretty light pink, perfect for summer. I hope that this smells delicious. I feel like Guava is this year's fruit. I feel like last year it was cherry. This year it's Guava. We have so many Guava releases. Ellis Brooklyn has a Guava fragrance. Fenty Beauty just came out with a Guava body butter. There's so many different Guava themed things, and I'm here for it. I love that we have a completely different fruit than we've been seeing in the past. Excited to try this. I will be getting my hands on it. Another item I'm really excited about. 1, it's from NARS. 2, I just feel like we haven't had a lot of brands come out with highlighters. I'm excited to get my hands on a new highlighter. I feel like we really don't see those a lot because highlighter is just not as popular anymore. Right now, brands are into blushes and bronzers and things like that, but highlighters just put on the back burner. Can we bring highlighter back? You know, it doesn't have to be a super blinding highlighter. Just give us a nice 20-25 highlighter, you know, that fits with what everybody wants. It's sitting in my Ulta cart. I'm just waiting. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I'm just waiting maybe at 10 times the points from Ulta. But I have the shade Ophelia in my cart. I was indecisive. I didn't know if I wanted Ophelia or Total Eclipse, but this looks really, really good. And I have high hopes about this from NARS. I feel like NARS does a lot of things right, and I'm just really happy to see that they're adding new SKUs to their line. The next product I'm going to talk about is from NARS. It's not new, but it's new. You'll see what I'm talking about next. But this highlighter is supposed to have a 10-hour wear. It's water and sweat resistant. It has a serum powder hybrid texture. So that sounds amazing. Cannot wait to get my hands on this. I need to go ahead and place that Ulta order. Now the other release from NARS, which I'm actually kind of happy about, and I really want to get my hands on this, but they're coming out with 2 new blush palettes. It's not available yet. We don't have a release date, but this was on the Ulta website. There's a palette for lighter complexions, and there's one for like medium deep complexions. So the blush shades in here, unfortunately, are not new blushes. Some of them are new now that I'm looking at it. It looks like some of the blushes in the lighter palette are new. NARS is really cutting up with these shade names, but it looks like there's some new shades in the lighter palette, but then when we get to the deeper palette, I'm not really seeing any new shades. Maybe Luster and Angelica, I'm not too sure, but the other 4 Dominant, Teased, Taj Mahal, Exhibit A are already existing in the line. Teased, Dominant, and Exhibit A are my favorite blushes out of the entire line, but every time that I travel, I take all of those with me. It would really be nice to have those blushes in one palette, and that's literally all that I need to take. So I'm kind of contemplating this palette. This palette is going to retail for $60, which is actually not bad, and I also feel like if you haven't tried NARS blushes before, this is a great pickup. It's a nice blush palette. You get 6 blushes. I do wish that we had more newer shades, because if you're a fan of NARS, you probably already have most of these shades, but having it in a palette like this would be really convenient and really nice to use for travel instead of taking a bunch of different blushes. Okay, we have a new launch from Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and this is already available now. This is kind of like a sub brand. It's in collaboration with Jordan Liberty, and when I tell y'all, they created one of the prettiest collections. This blush palette is truly everything. It is so beautiful. If you're a makeup artist, this is literally all that you'll ever need. They have brushes, they have some lip oil glosses. This whole thing is so beautiful. I unfortunately am gonna skip out on this launch. This is gonna hurt me, but the way that there have been so many blush releases and just so many lip releases, I cannot buy everything. Though this blush palette is really beautiful and I would buy this with the quickness, I just cannot get everything. The blush palette does retail for $70, but like I said, if you're a makeup artist, this is literally just about everything you'll ever need. Brushes look nice. I love the shade range of the lip gloss oils. I love the cool Luster like blush toppery palette as well. That's really stunning. But as beautiful as this collection is, I am gonna pass on it. Listen, when I tell y'all, I am a huge Made by Mitchell fan. If you have not seen my most recent YouTube short, please go and look at it. That isn't even everything that I own from Made by Mitchell. That was just what was in front of me. I love Made by Mitchell so much, and the way that he's dropping and teasing these new releases, it just gets me so excited. The first one being when he was on his live the other day, he did mention that he is collaborating with his best friend Holly again. He did collab with her, I think maybe a few years ago. I was able to pick up a few things from the collection, but not everything that I wanted, because you know the US wasn't really getting all of the Made by Mitchell releases. But he did show us that they are coming out with a new curve case in collaboration with Holly. I did a quick little screenshot, and this is the new curve case. Yeah. Now, they did say that this is all blush shades, and some of the blush shades are meant to be more bronzy blushes. So I'm really excited about this. Some of the shades in here do look a little bit too light for me, but I do see quite a bit in here that I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of. And I love my curve case, so this is exciting. I cannot wait to see what else they're going to bring in this collection. He did say that this is going to be launching at the end of June, so we have that to look forward to. Something that you can get your hands on now is that he just came out with his first ever loose setting powder. It's the baked setting powder, and of course, Do you even have to ask if I picked this up? Because I did. I picked it up. It's on its way to me, and best believe when I get it, I will be sharing my thoughts on it. We will be trying it out, and yeah, I'm just so excited about it. So I picked that up. He did launch some new bronzer contour books. He has multiple palettes for multiple skin tones. I skipped out on this because it's not something that I know I'm gonna get a lot of use out of, so I didn't pick this up. The setting powder. Yeah, I bought that with the quickness. I'm just really, really excited. Mitchell has been teasing that his brand is going to be available in the US in stores. I have a feeling he's going to be coming to Ulta, but that's just me. But I cannot wait until we get his products in store. It's going to be the best thing ever. I truly, truly mean this. But whoever is on the Morphe product development team, give them a raise, because the way that this rebrand has really shook all of us is insane. I thought we were losing Morphe for good, but the way that they turn this around, this needs to be studied. Truly, it needs to be studied, because they're dropping fire products after fire products, and they just launched a ton of new eyeshadow palettes. So we have 4 new 12-pan palettes, which range from a ton of different color stories. There's literally something for everyone. Y'all know I'm picking one of these up, right? I haven't decided which one, but one of these will be coming home with me. We also have 6 new 6-pan palettes, and once again, the color stories are ranging from a huge variation. There's literally something for everyone with this launch. Not only is Morphe coming out with new palettes, but they're also coming out with cream eyeshadows, which are meant to be like primers. It's giving MAC Paint Pot dupe, let me just say. But I am honestly so happy for Morphe. They've really turned the brand around, and I'm loving the new rebrand that they're doing. It just looks so much more clean, so much more modern. It is definitely Morphe 2.0, if you will, and I'm loving it. I'm definitely going to be picking up at least one of the palettes and one of the cream shadows. Kosas just launched 3 new blush shades. I have 2 of the 3. If you want to see these 2 in action, check out my last 2 videos, but I have some particular thoughts on this shade, Heartbeat. I just feel like the formulation of it is a lot more drier than the shade Chills, but that's just me. These are available now. If you're a fan of the Kosas blushes, you might really, really like these blush shades. They're a lot more vibrant, and I love that. So this was definitely a purchase for me. So L'Oreal is coming out with the Plump Ambition Hyaluronic Lip Oil. It's a pH changing lip oil. I have not tried these. I need to know, are these worth a pickup? I know these are new. They already have like plump lip oils like this. They're just not pH changing, and I just want to know, do they burn? That's like my biggest question. Do they burn? Are they worth a pickup, or can I just skip out on these? But let me know what y'all think about these. These look really cool. If they don't burn, I want to pick up one of these, or maybe even the older formula, just to try it out and see if I like it. So it looks like Milk Makeup is coming out with new lip balm. Now these look really, really nice. I would love to see swatches of these. We don't have swatches yet, but I just want to know if these have pigment and if there's variation between the shades, or are they going to just end up looking pretty similar on the lip. So far, this is just a little bit of a sneak peek. I love the shades, but I am definitely going to be waiting for swatches, hopefully see this in stores, see how the formula is, to decide if this is something I actually want to pick up or not. I have some new products to talk about from Rhode and e.l.f. that are coming soon. The first one's from Rhode, and it's the Glazing Mist. It's speculated that this is kind of like the glazing milk, just in mist form, and if that is true, I'm buying this with the quickness. The Rhode Glazing Milk is my favorite makeup prep product. I cannot do my makeup without using it. It honestly is almost time for me to repurchase another one. It is so good, and to have it in a mist form, that just makes me excited. That makes me really, really excited. So this is definitely going to be a purchase for me. Not sure exactly when that's coming out, but hopefully soon, because your girl wants to try it. Now, the new e.l.f. product we have is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. This is going to have SPF 50 in here. Y'all, e.l.f. loves glowy products. I need something geared towards oily skin. I need a soft matte foundation. I keep asking for that, and I'm hoping we get that this year. I really do. I just want more matte products from e.l.f. I feel like everything's really glowy and dewy, but this looks really good. I feel like this is going to be perfect for the summertime. The only thing is that this is going to retail for $18, which is probably the most expensive complexion product or makeup product from e.l.f. Truly, which is insane to think about. Like, are we actually going up there, e.l.f.? That's not what you're known for. You are not known for that. Your camo CC line, I feel like it's like $15 for the CC cream. $16, I would have been like, okay, that's fine. But $18? e.l.f. what are we doing? What are we doing? But I do want to try this out. I really do, just to, see if I like it, see if it's going to be a great summer staple. Now, this palette from Bella Beauté Bar has made me want to purchase. Okay, I know every time I talk about a new Bella Beauté Bar palette, I'm always like, is it worth it? It's so expensive, and I still feel like it's very expensive. But a lot of you have said that these palettes are worth the money, and I am a sucker for a blue, green, purple color story. That will get me any day, and this palette is literally me in a palette. I love color stories like this. I want to get this palette. This palette will be mine. I don't know when, but it will be mine, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I cannot wait. I just love the gradient. I love the tones in here. I love the neon pops, the vibrant colors. I love the shifty shades in here as well. This palette is going to be mine. I just don't know when. And it does retail for $75, which is a hefty, hefty price tag for a palette. But you all said that these are worth it, so I'm going to take your word for it. Cali Ray just came out with a new Lifeguard SPF gloss, and I really want to try this. First of all, let me just say the packaging of these glosses is so pretty. I love their packaging. I definitely want to wait till I see these in store so I can actually swatch them, see the shades, see if they're opaque or if they're sheer. I don't want to blind purchase these because when it comes to glosses that have SPF in them, I'm a little like, if it smells like SPF. The e.l.f. ones that they came out with, I wasn't the biggest fan of them because it smelled and tasted like SPF. So this, I'm like very hesitant to blind purchase. I want to see these in store and see if they have, some sort of scent to them to cover up that SPF smell. But this is definitely on my wish list. It's a maybe right now, but we'll see when I go in stores if I actually purchase it. We have this new release from Makeup Forever. This is their new HD Skin Press Perfecting Powder. I have mine in the shade medium. I have this on under my eyes today. I love using this powder as like a brightening powder. The shade does look really light on camera, but I'm telling you, it's such a perfect brightening shade. And the formula is super, super soft. Like if you see these in store, go and swatch these. They feel very soft, very silky. They actually have quite a bit of pigment to them as well, so I highly, highly recommend checking these out. I found recently that my favorite way to, apply this powder is with a brush rather than a sponge, because a sponge just picks up a little bit too much of this powder. It's a little bit too much if you're using it under the eyes, but a brush is the perfect application with this. But I really, really love this release. I did try this out in my last testing new makeup video, so go and check that out if you want to see this in action. So OUAI is coming out with 2 new dry shampoos. We have them in the scents Melrose Place and, which one is this? Melrose Place and Cape Town. Now, I'm not too familiar with both of these scents, but I feel like Melrose Place might be something I might like because it has rose, freesia, bergamot, lychee, and berry. It sounds very fruity. It sounds delicious. But the Cape Town, probably not, because it has wet grass, ginger, green fig, and tomato leaf. Definitely not a scent that I would gravitate to, but I don't really use dry shampoo, so this will be a pass for me. I love seeing OUAI come out with new products. I am very shocked that they did not come out with a St. Bart's dry shampoo though. Very, very shocked to see that. All right, guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. We talked about a ton of new releases, but I would love to know what's on your wish list. What are you skipping out on? What do you want to see me try? Let me know down below. Before you click off this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the fam. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.